So children, in the previous class we have finished introduction to trigonometry and application of trigonometry already we discussed in the previous class. I hope everyone understood the topic of those two. So if at all if you got any doubt in those two topics, already I had given my number in the previous class. For doubt clarification, just you can contact my number 9611106647 my dear children. So feel free to ask any kind of doubt. Don't hesitate. Am I clear? So second thing, if at all if you got any doubt, write doubt in a sheet of paper, take a photo from your mobile and send to my WhatsApp number. So you will be getting solution of for that immediately here. Okay. So in the previous class we have completed a very big topic called as the trigonometry, my dear children. So we have discussed introduction to trigonometry and application of trigonometry, which was a very important concept for the high school level as well as the PUC. So plus 1 plus 2 is very important base you require is trigonometry. That we discussed very clearly. I think other than textbook, nearly I solved what do we call more than 50 to 60 question which is not there in the textbook in the trigonometry topic. So what I mean to say, so you need to practice the problem which is being taught in the trigonometry class once, twice till you become perfect. Clear? I hope all are doing your classwork. Whatever we are teaching in the class, you should go after the class. Just you can take one notebook and keep solving yourself the problem which is being taught in the previous class, my dear children. Okay? I hope you all are doing. If at all if you are not doing, just you can start doing now also. Okay, no problem at all. But if you don't do the problem which is being taught in the class, I can say very clearly, it is very difficult for you to understand in next class. I can say very clearly. So until you practice yesterday class, it is very difficult for you to understand today class. If you want to understand today class very effectively, you need to practice yesterday class very well. Am I clear? So until you practice yesterday class, it is very difficult for you to understand today class. I am telling very clear, children. So I hope everyone are practicing and everyone are doing the problem which is being taught in the previous class. I hope, children. Okay. So if you are not doing, do it, my dear children. Once the school reopens, I will check everything, because I have taken quadratic equation full topic is being covered, and introduction to trigonometry also is being covered, and application of trigonometry. So the three big topic we have covered. So those three topic classwork you need to maintain. Take on 200 pages rough notebook, and whatever the problem which is being discussed, or take a textbook, keep solving all the problem, because already so we have I think video classes is being put in the Sarvagnya app. Just if at all if you are not able to, just you can pause video and reverse it and you can see it here. Okay, then we can do it here. So today I am going to start the very important topic called surface area and volume. So it is in entire 10th standard, the most of the student, I think because I am a state level research person, so I go several districts of Karnataka. Most of the students they find difficulties three topics. Which are those two topics? Trigonometry, application trigonometry, surface area and volume. These two topics, most of the 99% of the student they find difficult to solve, because this is a very difficult topic. We require skill teaching in these three topics, because surface area and volume we have got linked with second PUC, application of derivative. Trigonometry, of course, higher mathematics is completely dependent on trigonometry only. That is what I mean to say. So this topic will be a very, very important role. I go very slow. So try to attend the class very carefully. One more thing what I want to say, my dear children. When you are seeing any video, I am not only talking about my video. If the video is 45 minutes or 40 minutes or 35 minutes or 30 minutes, so till we finish that video, your mind should not divert. You should not do any other work till that video gets over. So when you want to see one video, if that video is 40 minutes, just your mind should fix up 40 minutes only. I should focus on only seeing video. During at that time, if your father is calling, mother is calling, brother is calling, don't go at all. Or you close your bedroom door, just 40 minutes completely you involved in watching that video. Then only you can understand the concept very clearly. Effectively you can understand the concept very clearly. Otherwise, it is very difficult for you to understand the concept. I can say very clearly. Most of the students, what they do, they see 10-minute video and they go. They do something and again they come back. No. Or while watching they will eat something, bread or tea, or they will have their lunch. No, don't do. When you are watching video, 40 minutes you should not do anything else. Otherwise your mind will get diverted, my dear children. If at all if your mind should not get diverted, don't do anything in that 40 minutes. Clear? That 40 minutes completely your mind should be in teaching. If at all if you are not able to understand what to do, if 10, so your video has been started, 10 minutes you saw, 10 minutes if at all if you got any doubt, just you can go for reverse, repeat you can see, pause video you cannot. And after doing some problem, what you should do, pause video and copy the thing what we have written on the board here. Clear? I hope you all are doing. If at all if you are not doing, from today onwards you start doing here. Am I clear, my dear children? And this topic will play a very, very important role. One more thing what I meant to say. So we are trigonometry class 1, trigonometry class 2, like this we are putting. When you want to see trigonometry class 3, you should have seen trigonometry class 2. Continuous. Trigonometry class 1, after that if you have seen trigonometry class 5, you are not able to understand anything. Trigonometry class 5 if you want to see, you should have seen trigonometry class 1, trigonometry class 2, trigonometry class 3, trigonometry class 4. Then you will understand trigonometry class 5 very easily. If you skip 1 or 2 video, it is highly impossible to understand the concept very clearly. Clear? So live example is yesterday 2 children they have come. They are seeing directly 17 video. Yesterday was 17, last video of trigonometry. But they could not able to understand. I taught very well, I had done circus, so many things. Even though they could not able to understand because they have not seen previous videos. I am telling very, very clear point. So most of the students, they are doing this mistake, don't do it here. It should be sequence. So that should be maintained till the topic is being completed here. First, surface area and volume. Before we go for surface, what is surface area? What is volume? What is surface area? What is volume? I can say very clearly. See, surface area means the surrounded, for example, you take, I'll give a good example. I don't have, okay. So, I'll give good example. So, the 1 wall, 2 wall, 3 wall, 4 wall. These, the 4 walls of this room is nothing but surface area. If I am adding roof of this room and the ground floor of this room, it become volume, I can say very clear. Don't get confused. There we discuss about CSA, that we'll discuss later on one by one. Don't worry. So, before we go for surface area and volume, let me explain, right? Because in surface area and volume we take rectangle, we take square, we take cylinder, we take cone, we take sphere, we take prism of cone. There are many what we call figure which we are using to teach in this topic. So, first I'll discuss about the rectangle. First, when you want to understand surface area and volume, first we should know what is the perimeter of rectangle, what is the area of rectangle, what is the perimeter of square, what is the area of square. Like this you should know. Then the next concept you will understand very clearly. First, let me explain what do you mean by perimeter. Most of the students, see children, perimeter, area. And most of the students they think perimeter, area both are same. No, never. Perimeter is entirely different, area is entirely different. Sometimes we use other word is circumference. So both will have same meaning, but for perimeter we are using some figure, for circumference we are using some figure. But both will try to give same meaning only. But this word I am using some different figure, this word I am using different figure. Okay. Let me explain what do you mean by perimeter, what do you mean by circumference. So children, perimeter deal with the straight line figure. Perimeter deal with the straight line figure. The figure which has got, it may be rectangle, it may be square, all these kind of figure we have parallelogram, rhombus. So all these we use what? Perimeter. Where we use circumference? Circumference is a word which we are using for circular figure. It may be circle, it may be sphere, it may be hemisphere, it may be parabola, it may be hyperbola. Parabola, hyperbola, ellipse, that you will be learning in +1, +2 classes. But that I don't teach now only. So, circumference is a word which we are using for which figure? Circular figure. It's like a circle or semicircle or sphere or hemisphere. For these figure we use a word called circumference. What do you mean by perimeter? The boundary of the figure is nothing but perimeter. For example, if I take this class, the four walls of this class is nothing but perimeter. The four walls of this class nothing but what we call, children, perimeter. But I can't use what is the circumference of this room. No, it doesn't make any sense. I told circumference will be used only for circle, semicircle, sphere, hemisphere, like this we are using circumference. But when I am talking about square, rectangle, what we call parallelogram, kite, rhombus, trapezium, all these things we are using perimeter. First, you should know the meaning of perimeter, my dear children. What is perimeter? The boundary of the figure. The boundary of the figure is called as a perimeter. If I consider this room, the four walls of this room is nothing but perimeter. For example, this boundary AB plus BC plus CD plus AD, nothing but perimeter. Am I clear, my dear children? So, for example, if I take length of rectangle as a L, so already we know in a rectangle opposite sides are equal, my dear children. This side equal to this side and this side equal to what? This side. Opposite sides are equal in a rectangle. Am I clear? So this I will take as a length. So AD equal to BC. If AD if I take as a L and BC has to be L. AB if I take as a breadth and CD should be taken as a breadth only here. In a rectangle opposite sides are equal but not all the sides. Rectangle opposite sides are equal and all the four angles are what? 90 degree, my dear children. I did not come to surface area and volume. I am talking about rectangle and square because these are the two figures which we require to make cube and cuboid. Cube and cuboid comes under surface area and volume. That is the reason I am teaching these two concepts. Okay. So now just I will go for rectangle. So for rectangle, when I want to find out perimeter, already I told what is perimeter? The boundary of the figure is called perimeter. So perimeter equal to sum of how many sides the perimeter of rectangle. See children, how many sides does a rectangle has? Rectangle has 4 sides. Perimeter means sum of all the 4 sides is nothing but perimeter. AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. What about AB, my dear children? AB we took as a BL. So here, so AB, see 2 line. Why I made 2 line? This side is equal to this side. Wherever we have marked 2 line, those 2 sides are equal. And this side equal to this side. One line equal to 2 line. So perimeter of rectangle equal to AB, BC, CD plus DA. What is AB? Breadth. BC, L, length. Plus CD, breadth. Plus DA, length. L plus L, 2L. 1B plus 1B, 2B. So that equal to 2 you take common. So L plus B. So perimeter of rectangle is 2 into, with proof I taught you, my dear children. Most of these students, they by this one. Perimeter of rectangle. What is perimeter? 2 times length plus breadth. Practically we have done. How we got this formula? First I have drawn rectangle diagram. then we have considered length as a L, breadth as a B. What is the perimeter? Just now we discussed what to mean perimeter. The sum of all the four sides of a rectangle, nothing but perimeter. So AB plus BC plus CD plus DA, B plus L plus B plus L. So 2A plus 2B, take 2 common, 2 times L plus B is the what? Perimeter of a rectangle. Let me go for area. Area of rectangle. What is the area formula? Length into breadth of a rectangle, nothing but area. So length into breadth, area of rectangle equal to length into breadth. You should know, it's a formula. So the area of rectangle is length into breadth. One more thing, most of the students, what they do, perimeter will be centimeter or what we call meter something. Okay, perimeter will be the SI unit of perimeter centimeter or meter. I'll take Y we take here. You take breadth as a 7 centimeter and the length as a 10 centimeter. Here I take breadth as a 7 centimeter, length as a 10 centimeter. This is 10, this has to be 10. This is 7, this has to be 7. So perimeter means what? Breadth, sorry, AB breadth na 7 centimeter plus BC 10 centimeter plus CD again 7 centimeter plus DA 10 centimeter. See, when I am adding x plus x plus x plus x, how we add? 1x plus 1x, 2x, 2x plus 1x, 3x, 3x plus 1x, it become 4x, my dear children. While adding, the power of the variable will not increase, power will remain as it is only. So 7 centimeter plus 10, 17, 17 plus 7, 24, 24 plus 10, it become 34 centimeter. That is the what? Perimeter of a rectangle. Means perimeter will be either in centimeter or in meter. If I take meter, 7 meter plus 10 meter plus 7 meter plus 10 meter, how much it become? 34 meter it becomes. So don't get confused. Okay. So when I am talking about area equal to what? Length into breadth. What is the length, my dear children? Length how much? 10 centimeter. Into breadth how much, my dear children? Breadth how much? 7 centimeter. So 10 sevens are 70 centimeter into centimeter, it become centimeter square. That is the reason area of any object will be written as a centimeter square or square centimeter. Both will have same meaning only, centimeter square or square centimeter. Area of any object will be written as a centimeter square or square centimeter, but perimeter will be written as a how much? Only centimeter, because I am adding, in perimeter I am adding, when I am adding centimeter remains centimeter only, but for area, so 10 into 7, 70 centimeter into centimeter, centimeter square. Why the SI unit of area of any object is square centimeter? Because while finding area, what we are doing? We are multiplying 2 dimensions. Centimeter into centimeter, centimeter square. Meter into meter, meter square. Millimeter into millimeter, millimeter square. Like that is the reason area of any object will be represented in the form of square centimeter or square meter. Perimeter only unit, centimeter, meter, millimeter. Why perimeter is centimeter or meter? Why can't perimeter is square centimeter, square meter? Because perimeter we are not multiplying, just we are adding. What is the definition of perimeter? Sum of all the sides of a figure is nothing but perimeter. Am I clear? And why the area square centimeter? Because just we are multiplying. Length into breadth. Centimeter into centimeter, centimeter square. Meter into meter, meter square. That is the reason for area square centimeter. For perimeter, only centimeter or meter, my dear children. Okay. So now, so when we take about the square, already we know in square all the four sides are, see, single line, single line, single line, single line. Because all the four sides are equal in a square. So, and all the four angles are 90, 90, 90, 90. Don't get confusion. If I take, let the one side of a square be A, this also A, this also A, this also A. Clear? All the four sides of a square is same Allah, but in rectangle all the four sides are not equal, only opposite sides are equal. Whereas in square, all the four sides are equal. Let me. So already we, so with the proof I had given rectangle. So here, why I took square and rectangle? Because you should know why the formula for perimeter rectangle is 2 into L plus B. Why the formula for area of rectangle length into breadth? Because the formula for area of rectangle is length into breadth. So length into breadth. So the formula for what we call perimeter means all the four sides. Okay. Now when I am taking perimeter of square, perimeter of square. Again, what is perimeter? Sum of all the four sides of a figure is nothing but perimeter, my dear children. KL plus LM plus MN plus NK. What is KL? A. LM A. MN A. NK A. A plus A, 2A plus 1A, 3A plus 1A, 4A. So perimeter of A. 4 into side. Or you can 4 into side. That is nothing but perimeter. If at all, if I take this A as a 5 centimeter, this also 5 centimeter, this also 5 centimeter, so this also 5 centimeter. So perimeter 5 centimeter plus 5 centimeter plus 5 centimeter plus 5 centimeter. So I am adding, while adding centimeter into when we multiply centimeter into centimeter, centimeter square into centimeter becomes centimeter cube. While adding, the power of centimeter will not increase. So 5 centimeter plus, so 5 centimeter plus 5 centimeter, how much it become? So 5 plus 5, 10 centimeter. If it is 5 centimeter into 5 centimeter, 5 5s are 25. Centimeter into centimeter, it becomes centimeter square. If you multiply only, the power of the centimeter will goes on increases. If you add, power remain as it is. How much it become? 20 centimeter. Just you take area of square. Side into side. Am I clear, my dear children? Side into side. What is the side of a square? So one side we take is because already I told very clearly, in a square all the four sides are equal. Side we took A and one more side also we took A. So A into A it become A square. So the area of square formula is A square. The perimeter of square formula is 4A. If I take side as A. If I take the side of a square as a X, perimeter of rectangle become 4, not 4A, 4X. See, if the side, let the side of the square, if at all, if you consider as A, then perimeter of square become 4A. Let the side of the square, if you consider as X, perimeter of square become 4X. Let the side of the square consider as a Y, perimeter of square become 4Y. Am I clear? And same thing, area of square, A square, if the side we consider as A, x square if side we consider as a x, y square if we consider side of square as a y here. Don't get confusion here. So again area of rectangle equal what? So what is A? We took 5. So 5 centimeter into 5 centimeter. How much it become? 5 5s are 25. Centimeter into centimeter it becomes centimeter square. So that is clear. So that is the reason area of any object we have represented as a square centimeter, square meter, square millimeter. Perimeter of any object we have written as a centimeter or meter. Clear? Square unit for area of any object and only centimeter or meter for perimeter of any object. Clear? This is the basic concept which we require, my dear children. Okay? So when we want to learn cuboid, you require very much the knowledge of square and rectangle. Even the perimeter of rectangle also we require, and we require area of rectangle, area of square also we require. Okay? So in the next class, what we can discuss? We will be discussing the 3D, 2D. Let me discuss what do mean by 2D, what do mean by 3D. So that we 2 dimension, 3 dimension, that we discuss in the next class, my dear children. Okay? So this is a basic class which is being taught here. Just you can recall these concepts. So tomorrow when you want to attend the tomorrow class, just you need to recall these figure so that so tomorrow you will be able to understand the next concept very clearly. Clear? So tomorrow I will be discussing about the 2D, 2 dimension, 3D, 3 dimension object. That we discuss in the tomorrow class. So thank you for watching video. Hope you are understanding my concept very clearly. Okay? Thank you.